And what's cracking, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is going to be a quick Bitcoin analysis video. Here's what we're going to be talking about today. I think that this weekly candle is garbage. That's right. It looks very, very bad. This is almost as good as a bearish engulfing candle, but more importantly, it's not just a bearish engulfing candle found anywhere on the chart. No, it's a bearish engulfing candle. Let me zoom out for you. Okay, bearish engulfing candle on macro resistance, which comes in at around 42K to 46K. All right, and if I put on my Ichimoku cloud, it's right there at that Ichimoku cloud region of resistance. We have officially closed inside the cloud once again. Now, for those of you who've been following Mango for some time, you guys know just how important the top of the cloud was to us, right? We've been looking at this level, this entire resistance level, for a year. I kid you not. You can go back into the videos. We've been looking at 42.2K as that major macro resistance. We're like, oh, if there's any place that Bitcoin gets rejected at, it's going to be here. Okay, and we were actually feeling pretty good. You know, we saw price close over 42.2K for like weeks on end. This was looking good, right? But now this is the first time that we've actually lost that level. We have officially closed inside the cloud. But now, what does this mean? Can we actually expect a pullback opportunity on Bitcoin right here, right now? Well, that's essentially what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be using our tools, our TA techniques to build a picture for ourselves here. Now, just in case you missed it, yesterday, Sean posted an amazing overview, like a market overview on what's going on Bitcoin and the altcoins, because you need to understand, guys, for those of you who are new to the crypto market, you have Bitcoin as the mothership, and then you have these altcoins that you can gain a lot of profits from, right? But if you know how to play them, there's always like an interplay between Bitcoin and the altcoins, and sometimes they don't always trend together. All right, so it's about understanding what is trending, when is it trending, because you can catch some amazing trades on it. Okay, so go ahead and check out this video if you haven't already done so. It's gonna help you set expectations as to what to expect when Bitcoin is consolidating here, or if it's looking weak here. What can you really expect from the altcoins? So if you are trading the altcoins right now, check out this video. I promise you it's gonna be worth your time. I will be linking this in the end cards, okay? So you have easy access to one click and you're taken to the video. Now, without further ado, let's jump into today's analysis, okay? You guys know the drill. Always start off with your most powerful tools, which for us is the Mango dashboard. You can find this on app.mangoresearch.co. It's been keeping us on the right side of Bitcoin's trend for the longest time now. Now, as far as that global trend is concerned on the daily time frame, it's trendless right now. It's neutral, telling us that, hey, this is in consolidation for the most part, with volatility swinging at that high 70. Okay, as far as Bitcoin is concerned, though, Bitcoin's picture, in my opinion, I think is very clear. From the 4-hour time frame to the daily time frame, you have short trends across the board. So these are all bearish. And more importantly, guys, notice how these trends didn't wait on that ugly weekly close to tell you that, hey, things are cooling off here. Okay, the bulls are cooling off here. They're losing a bit of their steam. These trends came in 3 days ago. 2.3 days ago, 2.3 days ago, and you're seeing follow through on all of these trends. If you manage to catch it, right, you've saved yourself at least 7% in losses, or you've had a profit of 7% if you manage to catch that short. But also notice this, on the 4-hour time frame, volatility is blue. Now, when I see volatility compressed to these levels, now I'm looking for volatility expansion. I'm looking for another move. But now the main question that everyone asks, okay, move where? Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? Well, every time you see volatility compression, always lean back to the trend. So now I'm seeing that 4-hour volatility is compressed to 31. But what's the 4-hour trend saying? Well, just follow the line, follow the line. 4-hour trend is short. It's telling you that the bears are in control. So the probability over here for the next move is to the downside. Okay, so now we're seeing 4-hour, 12-hour daily, all short. However, your macro time frames are long still. So what we could forecast here is possibly lower time frame pullback into higher time frame support. So support that comes in on the 2-day time frame, the 4-day time frame, or the weekly time frame. And we will be exploring those support regions today. But now before I pan out of this, I just want to draw everyone's attention to the flags. You know, oftentimes when you're trading, there's going to be like information overload. There's a lot of information that you got to process, and then you got to basically take that information, extrapolate the right ideas from it, and then form your thesis, right? But oftentimes, because there's so much in front of us, we might miss some key signals. Now, to counter that, we've built the flag feature right here, right, telling us exactly what to watch out for. Now, while the 4 hour to the daily is swinging short, telling us that, hey, expect a pullback, there's something on the 4 hour time frame that's telling me that we could get a minor relief rally. Okay, and what does that help with? Well, in case people are stuck in sticky long positions, they thought price was just going to keep going up to the moon, 260K, you know, and they're stuck in losses right now. The flags are going to tell you exactly, hey, can you actually expect a relief rally to get a better exit out of those trades? Now, what I'm seeing on the flags here, check out the 4 hour flag. We have potential bullish divergence on the 4 hour time frame. In fact, if I take you over to the chart, you can see that while we had a nasty weekly close, we're seeing a bit of a rally on today's weekly open, right? So we can go ahead and explore. We'll be exploring that potential bullish divergence to see how far can that go? How far can the relief rally really go? Right, the dashboard is freaking powerful in keeping you on the right side of your trades, as well as helping you check your biases. It's going to tell you exactly when it's time to, well, jump into your trades and when it's time to wait on those pullbacks. All right, that can be a lot of information because oftentimes people are usually stuck on that decision. Should I jump in here or can we get a pullback? Right? That's often one of those primary questions that a lot of new traders actually have. So let the dashboard guide you in those decisions. It can be very, very powerful. Now, getting to the charts, guys, the last time we spoke about Bitcoin, I had identified this $46,098 region, right? I'll be annotating the number on my screen. And I was looking at that. Why? Because I had extrapolated that as a target based on just the overarching momentum that we've seen over the past, how many weeks now on Bitcoin? Well, over the past 14 weeks, okay? Using this information that we've had over 14 weeks, I came up with a target at 46,098. When I come up with targets, guys, I'm not just pulling them out of thin air. I'm using the information on the charts to pay attention. Now, we were looking for sustained closes over $46,098 to anticipate further continuation to the upside, but instead what we got was rejection. Not just rejection, guys. This is as good as a bearish engulfing candle. Now, while it doesn't fit the right sort of definition of a bearish engulfing on the weekly time frame, check out the 4-day picture. Okay, 4-day picture, that is a proper bearish engulfing candle on the 4-day time frame. Albeit, for those of you in the Sprouts program, now we went over some strategies in terms of engulfing candles. As far as this bearish engulfing candle is concerned, it's a passive bearish engulfing candle into higher time frame resistance. Now, every time I see a passive bearish engulfing candle, I usually look for relief rallies. Okay, and that sort of fits the picture of what? That dashboard showing us potential bullish divergence, right? So let's go ahead and explore that bullish divergence very quickly. Let's get on over to the 4-hour time frame. Okay, this will essentially help us understand where can we expect the relief rally to. So go ahead and turn on your oscillators. Okay, now the divergence plays that you find on the dashboard are primarily hinged off of the RSI indicator. Okay, so here's the RSI, and this one is it's very easy to spot. We're looking at a series of lower lows on price action, and we're looking at almost equal lows on the RSI. But I'll say this, it's weak. It's very weak. And why am I saying it's weak? Because this can very easily turn into bearish divergence. Do you guys see it? Do you guys see what I'm seeing? Because if this doesn't play through, and say price actually ends up getting rejected here, we come down. We're looking at that bullish divergence is going to start flipping into bearish divergence very fast, because now we're looking at a series of lower highs, okay, but higher highs on the RSI, which is bearish divergence, right? So this is relatively weak. At the very least, I'll be expecting for this bullish divergence to trigger. I'm going to be expecting price to take out these highs right here, okay. This will likely take Bitcoin all the way to that 4-hour 21 EMA. I think that's where the relief rally is going to come in at, which comes in at around 43.2K. Now, while we do get the relief rallies, I don't want you guys to get too gung-ho on that. Okay, you know what? Price is going to keep going up. It's done. This was just a stutter stop. Blah 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 blah. And it's still bullish. We're in a bull market. Don't do that. Okay, try and set in some parameters for yourself. Now, as far as our parameter that we set in terms of when to expect the next pump, we kept it simple. Sustained closes over $46,098 gives us our tell in that, hey, Bitcoin could likely see another push to the upside. Okay, and that is still the criteria for the next pump. I have not changed anything in that regard. That is still the criteria. $46,098, take note of it. All right, for now, I think that the bulls have a bit more work to do. And why is that? Because if I take you on over to the daily time frame, turn on our cornerstone indicator, which is the Mango dynamic, turn off everything else, I want you guys to notice that ever since its rally right here, now this is when Bitcoin was sitting at $27,200. Okay, ever since it started its rally right here, we broke out of this beautiful inverted bullish head and shoulder structure, started rallying to the upside. We have held dynamic as support throughout that entire run, from 27,000 all the way up to 48,000. Just that run alone was a good 82% to the upside, but trending on the dynamic indicator. I want you guys to notice how every visit of that dynamic level was met with support. The buyers stepped in on every single instance. Every single instance they stepped in. This is the first time since we started the trend that it broke. Okay, just to show you. Not only is price living underneath the dynamic, not only did we break dynamic support, but the dynamic cloud is also now red. Okay, for me to really change my tune here in that, okay, you know what, the bulls are going to start taking over even on the shorter term, I'm going to be looking for price to start living over that dynamic resistance, okay, which comes in around $44,000. Okay, so start looking for that, start looking for this cloud to turn green. For those of you who want the levels on this dynamic cloud on the daily time frame, please take note of them. It comes in from around $43,393 going all the way up to $44,087. Okay, that is the zone on the dynamic resistance. Now, with support then now turned into resistance, right? And the cloud is red. But in addition to the daily losing dynamic support, the 2-day has also lost dynamic support, albeit there is no confirmed closes underneath that level just yet. What is a confirmed close? Well, at the very least, I want to see 2 confirmed 2-day candle closes underneath that dynamic level. Now, of course, guys, if you don't want to wait on me to give you guys the numbers on the dynamic indicator and you just want direct access to it, you can find it on the mangoway.com/dynamic. I will be sort of linking it on my screen right here. Now, okay, we understand what to look for to anticipate that next move to the upside, for the bulls to take back a bit of control. But now we also, the dashboard told us that, hey, we're looking at lower time frame pullback into higher time frame support, right? But now where does this higher time frame support come in at? Is it here or does it come down lower? Once again, this is the weekly time frame, okay? Turn on your 10 simple moving average. Okay, I'm gonna switch off the dynamic. Notice the 10, guys. The 10 is currently sweeping right underneath price action right now. And the 10 has been very important even on the weekly time frame. Right, ever since we started the run right here, this was when Bitcoin was at 16.9K. We're talking about freaking bear market lows already. Ever since we actually took that back, we've been trending on the 10 as well. In fact, the loss of the 10 essentially tells us when to expect a deeper pullback, right? The loss of the 10 right here. Okay, we lost the 10, price came down even further. Rally to the upside, reclaim the 10, once again, lost the 10, deeper pullback to the downside. Reclaim the 10, held it as support, and then massive rally to the upside. This was a good 80% just on this move alone, right? And what's gonna be that higher time frame support that I'll be gunning for? Dynamic. Keep it simple. Okay, we have, with a lot of effort, with a lot of work, with a lot of sleepless nights, we took our entire trading system, our trend trading system especially, and we made an algorithm and we came up with a dynamic. Okay, so I'm going to use my tools to my advantage, keep it easy for myself. That way I'm not spending too much time. I can just go ahead and just execute on my trades. But as soon as we lose the 10 simple moving average, I will be looking for another test of the dynamic indicator. That's where I believe the higher time frame support is going to come in at. It comes in from around 38.8K going all the way down to 37.8K. I will be annotating the numbers on my screen. That way you guys can also take note of it. So now with all of this, you guys have the confirmations you ought to be looking for. If you're looking for a pump to the upside, $46,098 is your next region. Look for sustained closes over that region to then anticipate the next move to the upside. As far as downside is concerned, guys, keep it simple for yourself. Right now, the key level I want you guys to be paying attention to anticipate a deeper pullback comes in at the weekly 10 simple moving average at $41,329. Okay, for right now, I believe Bitcoin is range bound until either side makes a move. Is it going to be the bulls or is it going to be the bears? The bears have an advantage on the shorter time frames, as the Mango dashboard has printed out. Okay, they have this advantage right here. However, the bulls have the advantage on what? The macro time frames. They have that entire weekly to monthly trend working in their favor right now. All right, so it's very, very important to wait on those confirmations if you're looking to catch those amazing, easy to manage trade setups. And speaking of trade setups, guys, I just want to draw everyone's attention to the premium video section right here on the dashboard. Sean and I have been posting altcoin trade setups under the premium videos section. So for those of you who have access, don't miss those. Alrighty. Now I hope you guys enjoyed today's analysis. If you did, smash the likes. If you have any altcoin requests, also mention the comment section below and we're going to try and deliver on them. Alrighty, with this, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao, you guys.